Assalamualaikum, welcome back again to chapter 13 SRC 550 Sports and Media Relation. Today we are going to enter so-called serious topic for media relation, which is handling the media in crisis. As you know, you are the media relation practitioner. You need to know how to handle crisis, especially for your organizations, if happens to be a crisis occur. Okay, so first we need to understand the phases of the crisis. First, we have pre-crisis phase. Okay, during pre-crisis phase, we need to be prepared, foster alliances. We need to create a good networking, good friends. Okay, develop consensus recommendations. Okay, we need to have a very good backup. We need someone to recommend good things about our organization, task the messages, and all the planning most of the work. So we need just to plan everything. This is during the pre-crisis phase, because pre-crisis means that before the crisis happen, we have to plan everything so that everything will definitely follow accordingly to the plan. Okay. Next, we have initial phase. Initial phase where we initiating the phase. So we have to express empathy. We need to inform the public about the risk, and then we need to establish organization or spokesperson. Okay, then the spokesperson must be credible in talking or in representing the organization. Provide emergency courses of actions. Commit to communicate with the public and stakeholders. And at this moment, reputations are made or can be broken here. So during this initial phase, okay, the way you react to the public will definitely determine either your reputation will be in a good hand, or it will be broke like that. Okay, for example, I show you a situation. MH570. Accordingly, before the incident happened, Malaysia Airlines had already prepared their crisis communication, in order how to react to the public and the media. When the incident happened, they expressed their empathy to the victim's family, and they give information to the public about the risk, and also they inform the public about what is happening, and the person who become the spokesperson is someone who is reliable and credible, and at that particular moment also their reputation might be tarnished because of their actions and the way they speak to the public. Okay, and then we have crisis maintenance phase. Here is where we help the public to understand their own risk. Okay, we put more and more information, okay, which needed by the public, or maybe the media, or even related bodies. We gain support for recovery plans. We explain and make case for public health recommendation. We get response to public and stakeholder feedback, empower the risk, and we require ongoing assessment of events. And then next we have crisis resolution phase, where we educate everyone. Okay, we give everyone information about the risk. We examine the problems, and we try to. This is where we try to regain support from the publics and the media. Okay, and then we gain support for new policies, and we promote the organization's capabilities, because we doesn't want the reputation to go tarnished. We just want to have a good reputation, so we need to we need to promote and recommend a good organization's capabilities. Okay, the last one is evaluation phase, where we ongoing the various ways of doing all the phases. Okay, and we integrate the result into pre-crisis planning activities all over again, in order for us to become prepared for next crisis, if any crisis happens. Okay, the next one, I want to talk about the 9 crisis response. First, you need to verify the situation, conduct notification, conduct assessment, organize assignment, prepare information, release information, obtain feedback, conduct public educations, and monitor events. So let's look at one by one. First, we need to verify the situation. You have to get to the facts. Okay, you don't simply judge something without focusing on the facts. Okay, judge validity based on the sources of information. You clarify plausibility through subject matter expert. Okay, don't simply judge and don't simply put out or state out your opinion. Okay, and attempt to discern the magnitude of the event. Number two, notification and coordination. Notification from the official chain of command, coordination with response peers and partners. Procedure will vary at state, local, federal levels and by event. So you need to notify the governed bodies. You need to have good coordination with the response peers and the partners. You need to coordinate every single information with everybody that is related with the crisis or the situation. Conduct crisis assessment and activate communication plan. You need to assess the impact on communication operations and staffing. Determine your organization role in the event. Activate the media and internet monitoring because you don't want uh, rumors to spread out in the internet. Identify affected populations and their initial communication needs. For example, you are having COVID-19 situation here, so you are trying to assess the impact on the communication. You determine what is your organization role. For example, you are representing the Ministry of Health, so you know that you play a very important role. So activate the media and internet monitoring by coordinating with the MKN. So by this, you can monitor all the information access in the internet, and you can point out which is the fake news and which is the exact news based on the fact. Okay? Number four, organize assignment. Okay, constantly reassess these steps because this will happen all over again. Because first we need to know who is in charge, and we need to have a good assignments of communication teams. We need to access the resource needs and hours of operations in order for them to resolve the crisis. For example, for COVID-19 situation starting from March until now June, the situation does not resolve, but however, the situation is getting better. So you need to know the timeline. So as you know, from the starting or from the beginning in the March, okay, we already have the timeline for this COVID-19, and it was said and it was stated by the Ministry of Health that this situation will happen, will be a new norms for all of us, maybe for about 1 to 2 years from now. So we need to know how many times and how much time is needed in order for us to resolve the situation. Okay. Number five, prepare information and obtain approvals. The develop messages. You need to identify the audiences. What do you want the media to know? You need to show some empathy. What are the organization response? So you identify the action steps for public and educate and the approval process for the plan. So this can be seen from the news conference led by the Prime Minister, where he showed some empathy to the publics, and he know that there's so many people are affected by this situation, the B40, so the private sector. So this is where he shows some empathy, and he already identified what are the actions needed for us to recover, especially in the economy field. So and then execute the approval where he is the one who spread the information to the public. Okay. Number six, public information release. So it should be simply, timely, accurately, repeatedly, credibly, and consistently. For example, as you can see, the news conference from Prime Minister will be happening every Friday, except for the PKP and PKPP or PKPP. And then every single day there will be update from YB Ismail Sabri and DG Hisham. So it is definitely following this simply, timely, accurately, repeatedly, credibly, and consistently. Number seven, obtain feedback and conduct crisis. evaluation. So conduct a response evaluation. If you can see, some of us are required to fill in a Google form in order for us to fulfill the survey. Okay, then they will analyze the feedback from us, the public, and analyze the media coverage, conduct a hot wash, develop a SWOT, share with the leadership, and revise the crisis plan. Either it is resolving and providing information to the public or not. Okay. Number 8, conduct public education, where we highlight related public health issues. For example, we we urge people to wear masks when they are in crowded places. Okay, it is not a force, but we urge everyone to wear masks, wash their hands, make sure we follow the SOP for social distancing. Okay, we are educating the public. Consider audiences non-directly involved in the crisis, institutionalized crisis materials. Okay. Number 9, okay, monitor events. This is ongoing throughout the crisis, where we conduct media and internet monitoring, exchange information, and monitor the public opinion. So, what is the next media response step? Get out the facts as soon as possible and include a statement of empathy and commit through seeing it through. So, uh, you need to express your empathy. Okay, the media need to publish that to show that we have empathy towards what is happening, we care about what is happening, and we need to show them how effectively the government is now handling this COVID-19 situation. So this is where we show empathy, and by saying that we see this through what public sees. Okay, so that is all for this chapter. Hope that everyone understands. If you don't understand or you have any question, do ask me. Don't hesitate to ask me. Okay. Hope to see you guys in the next class. Thank you so much, and assalamualaikum.